Hi guys, and welcome to week 4. So this week, what you guys are going to be doing is first you're going to see some feedback over your literacy narratives and ask some questions about those, and then we're going to move on to your next paper, which will be the career research paper. And most of the work that you'll do this week will be over that. So first of all, I've gone over your literacy narratives as long as everything went well this weekend and gave you guys feedback on them, and you should be able to click on the version of them that you turned in, open them up, and you will be able to see little comments all over the page that will tell you if you made a run-on sentence or if you needed to add more details to something, or if something is unclear. And then at the very bottom there will be a larger comment where I tell you what I liked about your paper and what I'm looking for you to work on most of all, like overall what to work on as a writer. Look over that feedback first and then watch this video. This video will give you general feedback that applies pretty much to the whole class. Some of it will apply to you, but not all of it. So it's designed to clarify what I mean by some of the comments that I make. And then down here, I have an assignment where you can ask a question about your literacy narrative draft. There will be a text box down here, and all I'm looking for you to do is look over your feedback and ask at least one question. You can ask as many as you want to, just about the literacy narrative. This is not about the research paper. This is about the feedback I gave you on your literacy narrative to clarify anything you don't understand. I'll go through those and I will answer them this week and try to give you guys time to make your rewrites, because once you have finished looking over your feedback, you can go back and make corrections and turn in a final draft, which will be available to you next week. And if you've made those corrections, you should be able to raise your overall grade. If you like the grade you have, you can keep it though. All right, next we're going to start working on your career research paper. So there's a video here on the assignment page that covers what the career research paper is about. Watch this video and older David will go through it, and it's the same assignment as it was then. But essentially what I'm asking you to do is write a 500 to 750 word, same length as the last paper, research paper that discusses an issue in your field of study. You will need 3 sources for this, and you will find those later on in this week. What I'm looking for you to do is to tell me about an issue in your field of study, not your field of study in general. So I don't want to know what an engineer does or what classes an engineer has to take. I want to know something about engineering that you are interested in. So you could write about, if you were an engineer, how the batteries in an electric car works, or how computer programming has changed in recent years, or something like that. An example that I have on here is if you're trying to be a nurse, you could talk about the specific difficulties that nurses in hospice care deal with, or nurses in the neonatal unit, or nurses in burn treatment. Whatever kind of nurse you want to be, find that and find some things that they would have to deal with. So there's also 2 sample papers down here that you'll need to read. Yeah, the video will go into more detail about what I'm looking for though, but that's basically it. It's not going to be a very long paper. It's just supposed to be your first experience with a research paper that you'll have in my class anyway. All right, after that, our you have your career research paper discussion board. And there's a video here covering what I'm looking for there. But basically what I want you to do is, first of all, find 2 topics that you're interested in and that would work for your field of study. And you can just look up your field of study followed by topics or problems or issues, and you'll probably be able to find something. If you already have in your mind what you want to talk about, you can pick that instead. Yeah, find, if you know what you want, you can just find one. If you don't know, find a couple and write a couple sentences about it. Once you've done that, pick one thing that you're interested in and find a couple of articles online that about whichever topic seems most interesting. Skim through them and write a couple of sentences summarizing each one. Include a hyperlink, which is this thing up here, which you would just copy and paste into your text box. Yeah, tell us, give us a couple of topics you might cover and give us a couple of articles about one of those topics. By Sunday, you should go in and respond to at least 3 different people on the topics that they have picked. If you pick people that are in the same field of study as you or a similar one, you probably will have more to say. All right. From there, there is a sample paper question page here. I've included 2 different sample papers. Read over both of these. These are both longer than the paper that I'm asking you to write, but they're both very good and they both got A's. So read over them and then answer these pretty simple questions here. So what's the main idea of each paper? What's the first sentence of each body paragraph tell you? How are outside sources used in each body paragraph? So the body paragraphs are everyone after the introduction and before the conclusion. And each one of them will have a piece of evidence in them like this. Tell me what that's adding to the paper. Most body paragraphs contain in-text citations like this or this. You don't have to get this question right, but try to figure out what those are telling you. And then at the very bottom of the paper is a works cited page. What are you able to learn about the author's sources on the works cited page? What parts don't make sense to you? If you scroll down to the very bottom, on its own page, you'll be able to see the works cited citations. Some of the stuff like this here, this is obviously the title, but try to guess what this is, or what this part. Let's see, where's a good one? Yeah, this part right here would be. And again, if you don't get that right, it's not a big deal. I'm just trying to get you familiar with how research papers are supposed to look. After that, you will have, these should be the same date. I don't know why this says earlier. But yeah, you will have these 2 assignments which will have you, this first one will have you finding sources for your research paper. You'll need 3 sources for this paper. And I have a very long video here over how to find that. But it's still all the same things I would tell you to do now. It's going to teach you how to use Academic Search Complete, how to use Google Scholar, Google to find good sources, and how to cite them. Watch this video. It should help guide you through the process of coming up with your own bibliography. And by the end of this, you should have 3 sources. Each one of them should have a works cited citation like this, and a brief summary and discussion of credibility like this part right here. All right, and then last but not least, once you're done with that, you're going to outline your paper. This video will teach you how to do that, but basically you're going to start off with a topic and 3 main points that you're going to talk about that support that topic. You're going to build those out into a complete thesis statement and topic sentences. And then after that, you're going to find pieces of evidence from those sources you found earlier that you can slot in to your different topics and support that topic with. So that's quite a bit of work. If you have any questions about it, send me a message, especially the source part. That confuses a lot of people. It's one of the most complicated things you're going to learn in this class. So if you have any questions about that, let me know, and I'll get back to you and help you as much as I can. All right, good luck, everyone. See you all in the next one.